Hi, I'm naturopathic Dr. Samia McCulley, and I am in New York City right now at a conference, and I wanted to share some things that I learned today with you. I thought they were pretty fascinating. So I want to talk about Alzheimer's and dementia. So one thing to know is that the biggest cause of dementia is actually Alzheimer's. It's almost about 50%. And another thing to know about dementia is that 20% of dementia is actually quickly and easily treatable because it's caused by simple nutrient deficiencies or hormonal imbalances. And so if you can figure out what those are by going to your functional medicine doctor, your naturopath, then you could fix them pretty quickly. So if you have a relative or a friend that you know whose mental decline is reached beyond them getting help for themselves, bringing them to someone and just checking out to see if there are any really simple things that could help solve the problem for them is a great idea. The next part of this about Alzheimer's is that Alzheimer's actually has another name. It's called type 3 diabetes. And I've known about this name for over 10 years, and I'm kind of shocked that more people don't know about this. And so you won't be surprised to hear me say now that if you have diabetes, or if you have a blood sugar dysregulation, you are much more likely to get Alzheimer's. And the percentage that the increased rate, if you have diabetes, you are 65% more likely to get Alzheimer's. If you have a blood sugar dysregulation, you're more likely, I'm not sure exactly what the percentage is, but the great news is that you have power to treat this by diet and supplements. And if it's under control, and if it's been properly treated, diabetes and blood sugar dysregulation, the risk of getting the risk of getting Alzheimer's drops below the average likelihood of your average person of getting Alzheimer's. So that's pretty great. And I'll tell you the reason for this. I always like to know why things happen. And there are two things that you see in an Alzheimer's brain. One is called amyloid plaques, and the other is called tangles, neurofibrillary tangles. And so the reason that blood sugar dysregulation and diabetes cause such a problem are because there is an enzyme called IDE. It's called insulin degrading enzyme. And so insulin degrading enzyme also breaks down amyloid. And so if you're diabetic or if you have blood sugar dysregulation and your enzyme is so distracted because of high blood sugar levels, then it doesn't get a chance to break down the amyloid, and then that results in plaques. And so that is how those two things are related. And maybe with that understanding, you'll be more likely to go get your blood sugar tested. And some signs, if you don't have diabetes and you were wondering if you might have a blood sugar dysregulation, because it's incredibly common, then you can go, again, find a functional medicine doctor or a naturopathic doctor to test your insulin levels, your blood sugar levels, your hemoglobin A1C, HOMA-IR. There are other things that you can check to see where your blood sugar levels sit at. And signs that you may have a blood sugar dysregulation: if you have interrupted sleep, if you have difficulty falling asleep, if you have fatigue during the day, if you feel you get hungry at strange times. Those are some pretty obvious signs of blood sugar dysregulation. Or even if you feel shaky, if you get hangry, really cranky if you haven't eaten on time. Anyway, so I thought that would be helpful. I know I have more than one person in my family who has died from Alzheimer's, so it's something I would like to try and prevent, and I think most of us have thought about it at one time or another, or maybe as we get older we'll think about it more. The time to prevent it, though, is now. It's not when you start having mental decline. So I hope this was helpful. And if you like these videos, please let us know. And if there are other things you would like me to talk about, all you need to do is email us at info@wellnessarchitecture.com. And I will see you next time.